Bryce Dallas Howard, and I'm here at the Howard Stern Show to promote Terminator Salvation, which is coming out this weekend, and I have no idea what this interview is going to be like.
Bryce Dallas Howard is in the new Terminator movie, which, you know, that's exciting in itself. The new wow, there you are. Hi, Bryce. How are you? Nice to see you. Your dad's only had sex with your mom, according to him. Did you know that?
I did know that. I mean, of course, that's something to brag about to your kids.
Yeah.
I mean, not at a young age.
But that he remained with his high school sweetheart. I mean, there's something romantic about that, but also maybe unreal.
Are you trying to tell her father has a problem?
Well, not really. I mean, he's
mother?
well adjusted. Yeah.
I mean, my mother's incredible. I mean, she's amazing. She keeps him on his toes. So, yeah.
So you were in high school, and like up until 18, you never even went out on a date.
Yeah.
I mean, you were not into guys.
How did you know about that?
I know everything about you. I've been stalking you for a really long time.
Oh, my gosh.
The kids at school kind of made fun of you because you wouldn't do things that kids do, which is like go out with guys and drink.
Right, yeah.
That you were so filled with love that you just didn't need other people? Is there something to that?
Well, yeah, they actually are legitimately, they're great examples.
I think you've only had sex with one guy. Am I right?
You could say that. You could say that. I was nervous that you were going to ask me about this.
But I'm fascinated by this. This is like you're following in your father's footsteps in a way, and your mother's.
Yeah, it's a blessing.
Who was lucky enough to get you? I mean, you're hot. Were you your husband's first too? Were you his first?
Oh, I mean, I won't say.
You won't say. But you have never experienced the physical love of another man. So you never had a date till you were 18. I mean, and what my point is, you're a very attractive girl. There's no doubt boys were interested in you, correct?
I mean, thank you. That's a lovely compliment. I was kind of to myself. I mean, my best friend in high school was my English teacher. When
you had your college audition, why didn't you do your monologue for your father? He's a top 10 director.
You really know everything.
Well, your dad told me this. It really bothered him.
I wonder why. I just didn't. I think because I just saw him as a dad, and I didn't want his opinion.
You wanted something of your own.
Yeah, I think so, probably.
I mean, who needs Ron Howard every minute butting in?
But I do think it is both. I mean, because there is an inherent curiosity that people have, you know, in the industry where they want to see, you know, does she suck? Is she good? And you then get through the door. And that's a lot of the trouble for people is getting through the door.
You're not afraid of nudity at all. What was that movie you were in? You showed full bush and breasts.
Yes, sir. Yes.
What was the name of that movie?
Mandalay. But I really enjoyed working with him.
What's weird is I've only seen the movie on Mr. Skin, and you know that part where you're nude. But that doesn't. But you're not uptight about that, right?
No.
You are not a sexual prude in that aspect. You are willing to show your body if you feel the film is legitimate.
Oh yeah, totally. So I think you talked to my dad last time about the play that I did at
college.
NYU. Yeah, in college, where I was literally naked on stage for 45 minutes straight. It was an experimental sort of absurdist show. It was funny because my grandfather came to see it.
I know.
And he said afterwards, he said, Bryce, and this is a guy who's salt of the earth. He's from Oklahoma, and he said, Bryce, I'm so proud of you because now you're not going to have any inhibitions, and in your adult career, you're not going to be afraid of anything. And so that's kind of the mindset that I came from.
You're very attractive. And quite frankly, if I was a Professor Howard Stern, I'd try to finagle a way to get you to play naked.
He had no interest in me or women.
Oh, we get it.
Did you hear that? He didn't have interest in women.
He was a fruit. How many guys were naked in the play? It's probably 80.
Right. Well, let me tell you something. Get back to this life of yours. You go to school. You're very focused on being an actress. This is your passion. So when you were naked in this movie Mandalay, you made the decision not to shave down. Is that true? You wanted to appear
not part of the plot?
Yeah. I mean, it took place in the 1930s. So
in the 30s, the women didn't shave?
Brazilian bikini.
You don't have to be that realistic in a movie.
So was it that you said, hey,
actually, it was.
You said, I'm going to grow out all my hair.
Who are you, De Niro?
Yeah, I'm method. I'm so method.
Yeah, so you had to make that decision. You said, well, I'm going to be nude. And women back in those days let it all hang.
Yeah, it took place on a plantation. I mean,
there wasn't a pair of scissors on that plantation.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Can I just interrupt to write a reminder for myself later? Rent Mandalay.
You're right.
Oh, my gosh.
Go back to this life of yours. So no boyfriends in high school. Where do you meet this guy that you end up marrying? Where did you hook up with him?
College.
In college?
Yeah. And
he was an NYU student?
Yeah.
An actor?
Yeah. Well, I actually found out I was pregnant 7 days after my wedding night, but I was 3 months pregnant. So that just answers that question. I genuinely didn't realize I was pregnant. I didn't find out till afterward.
Tell me you didn't want to have sex with Paul Giamatti.
I mean, he's irresistible. No, I mean, he's really incredible.
I did a film with him.
I know.
And
he was great.
I had sex with the guy.
Some people need to see what they would get if they hired me, you know?
And so they obviously want you for the role. They're envisioning you. Can you go in there and negotiate, or they set the price and that's it?
Well, I was actually I was a last-minute addition, so
Right.
they had their price, they had done their budget, and I was really grateful to be asked. And so that was the fastest negotiation of anything that I've ever been. I mean, I would do stuff like that for free.
Are you saying, would you ever do a provocative spread, not like in a Playboy, but would you ever do a provocative spread in like Maxim magazine in order to further your career, or do you consider that too much?
I don't feel like Maxim readers would be interested in me.
I could see you in a little outfit with the heels, or maybe
outfit.
like sort of nude, but just your hand over your breast or something.
You're looking at two Maxim readers. We're interested.
We're very interested. Can you still wear a bikini?
Oh, well, I've never worn a bikini.
Why is that?
Because I just...
You don't have that kind of body? I'm looking at you. I don't see anything wrong.
I mean, I don't know. I feel, I think, more sturdy when I'm wearing a one-piece.
Girl like you should be wearing a bikini.
Oh, well, thank you.
Even sitting here now, you're probably saying to yourself, God, what would it be like to make love to Howard? I mean, I'm sure that's fogging you up a little bit.
Does that go through your mind?
Reader.
Right.
I think that every day.
Seriously, you're not curious what it would be like to make love to Christian Bale?
In The Machinist?
Yeah.
I mean, to be totally honest, like, really, my brain doesn't go there.
I think the rest of your life you're going to wonder. You know, you even say your husband's good in bed, I assume. How do you really know? How do you know I'm not better than your
Isn't
husband?
it better not to know if he's not?
Howard, it's a safe bet you're not better than her
That's an
husband.
excellent point. That
don't
is
know
an
that.
excellent point.
In other words, yeah, it's great, but maybe there's better out there, is
Well,
what I'm saying.
it's like drinking. Like I've literally never had a sip of alcohol in my life. So.
Now explain that to me. You're not curious to have a little bit of wine, maybe? Try it and see what it tastes like?
See, because I don't know what it's like. It's like there's nothing that I'm craving.
And what were you, like a vegan from birth or something?
I was a vegan for 3.5 years until after my son was born, and then I was just like, oh my gosh, I really need some blood in my system.
You're a girl that's almost too good to be true. Do you understand this?
No.
Do you have any vices? Smoke weed?
No, I don't.
Ever smoke a ham?
Ever do LSD?
No.
No drugs.
No, I haven't done any
LSD,
drugs.
like that's the one drug
Nothing.
she tried.
Yeah, I know. Can you imagine if I actually
Would you
did
do-
the most like heroin?
Yeah.
Right.
Would you do-
Who would be nutty enough to do heroin?
Would you ever do a lesbian scene in a movie? Full, blown out, naked lesbian scene in a movie?
With me?
If I was doing the movie and I really believed in the circumstances, of course.
You would?
Yeah, totally.
No.
My mother gave me like how to videotape, and it was like very. I think it was from like some kind of sex therapist, and it was very technical and clinical. So it wasn't raunchy or anything. I was an adult.
An adult? 20?
Yeah.
Bryce doesn't know anything.
She'd already been like married at that point.
So you got the video, you watched it, and this is how you've learned what to do, I imagine, right?
I guess so. I mean, isn't it sort of instinctual and intuitive as well?
I don't know. You think you're open to everything?
I mean, there were things that I was just like, well, that wouldn't be pleasant, or that's really athletic.
What shocked you? Tell me what shocked you.
Yeah, there were just positions where people. I mean, you have to be like an Olympic athlete to be able to do that.
Talking about the Chinese basket trick. Robin did that as her first sex act. She did. That was her first time.
Sort of intuitive for me. No.
Intuitive. Yeah, you just naturally did that.
Wouldn't that have been exciting for you and Natalie Portman to try like kissing on each other and stuff? I think that would have been fun, don't you, Robin?
Sounds like the greatest moment of all time.
Yeah, I never leaned.
She doesn't go for that kind of stuff.
The thing that's great about my family is that I really do have examples of people who have had peaks at different moments of their career.
Tommy, a couple of questions. Go ahead.
Hail King Howard Stern, long live the king. Howard, I really don't usually go for fire crotch, but Bryce is hot.
Well,
Thank you.
let me tell you, you are a natural redhead. That is your real color, right?
Both my parents are redheads, yes.
Yeah. Mike, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard, how's it going?
Hey, now.
Hey, listen, I just want to tell Bryce, listen, I love Terry Bush's, and I actually did pleasure myself to her image. But I also want to know.
That's an honor, isn't it? Do you like to hear that a guy is a fan of yours and he pleasures himself to you?
No one's ever said that to me before.
Welcome to hell.
I've never met.
I would be I would be complimented. No one's ever pleasured themselves to me.
I mean, that is actually, just technically a compliment. So thank you.
Sure is.
Bryce, do you offer third input? Do you allow him to come in?
That's such a personal question.
Third input? What's that?
She's very naive. What are you bringing that up for?
That wasn't even in the tape.
You know what?
That wasn't in the tape I hope your mother gave you. Anal sex.
You're so...
No way.
That guy's so crude.
Your husband said to you, Bryce, look, I love you, everything. I've got to try this anal thing. You would not do that for him?
I don't know. Physiologically, it seems unhygienic to me.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, I'm not all about that
As
myself.
people say, if God were a city planner, he'd never put a playground next to the city dump.
Right. Let me tell you something. You're delightful.
Thank you. So are you.
I wish you a lot of luck with Terminator and your future career.
Actually, I loved your film.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I found it really moving.
Rent Beer League.
I said to your dad, when he was in here, I said, one of my great, I feel I was very disrespected by Hollywood. I feel I deserved an Academy Award nomination, and he laughed.
No, actually, he's too nice for that. He gave you a blank stare.
He gave me a blank stare.
Blank stare.
Well, we're a lot alike. We both have done film. We are both from dynasty-type families.
Oh, yeah.
And
you're both getting left nothing in a will.
And we're both getting left nothing in a will. And also, we've both only made love to one man. So we're like that, too.
That's but are you the type you only hang out with actresses?
No. I mean, I do have a lot of friends that are actors and actresses. But, like, for instance, like my best friend in the world is one of my closest friends from high school. And
is she hot?
But I want to give you something.
You're not on The View, honey.
I'll tell you, how about Bryce went on her honeymoon with her parents. Wow, did they hear you having honeymoon sex?
Oh, no.
Well, I was so nauseous and didn't. I thought it was because I was on the boat, and I was just like, God, I'm so nauseous. I'm sorry, honey. And then, yeah, of course, it led me to taking a pregnancy test 7 days later.
Someone who doesn't wear a bikini, and yet you wear a thong.
Wow, that's the third thing you and Howard have in common.
It's more comfortable.
All right, that's a little naughty.
The juiciest
that's the juicy thing. You're wearing a thong.
Sorry.
Well, she was pregnant on her honeymoon. That's edgy.
Right.
Please tell my audience now, though, you do not have retro bush anymore. You do shave.
I wax.
Be for a while?
No, wait. Actually, when you wax, you have like I wax my legs as well, and you get less and less and less hair.
Is that true?
Yeah, so you become a less hairy person.
See Bryce Dallas Howard.
That came down from the mountain.
I date an Italian girl, and she actually shaves her face.
Listen, Bryce. God bless you.
Thank you.
And good luck with Terminator. We'll take a break.
Thank you.
You're a breath of fresh air.
Really?
Coming up next, Satan himself will visit us.
He's so nice. They're so nice. They were just lovely. That was like I just wish all interviews were like this.
Really? Even though you had some of those sex questions?
No. I mean, I think that they feel. I mean, just again being a fan of the show, I think they always feel out the people that they bring on and do only what is respectful according to what people are game for. So they were really great.
You were surprised how nice they were to you?
Well, I mean, I knew that they would be nice. I knew that they would be nice, but yeah, they were just really effusive practically. So.